So I'm on trip. I'm on trip. I am on vacation and I am in a gorgeous like cabin-y place. I've like cozied myself on the couch here. Yeah, so I just did this makeup look and I probably have already uploaded it on my channel. So I don't know, I mean hopefully it's up there and my makeup actually looks good on camera because I don't know what I look like right now, at least on camera. But since I have all my makeup kind of sprawled out here and I'm gonna repack it in this bag, I can show you what I brought on this trip because this is like the essentials and I like to do full glam like on trips because we take pictures all the time. But I had to fit everything in here because I literally packed for me and my son in a carry-on. So space was very, very limited. So yeah, I have this. And this is just like one of the holiday bags from the Sephora sets this year. This one was, I think, the lip kit bag. I mean, it's actually quite spacious on the inside, but I typically have a bigger case that I use. But of course, it is a bigger case. And I honestly didn't need all that space. But here is what I brought on this trip. So first up, I have a lot of these foundations and other products I have depotted in these bottles. I pulled these from my pro makeup kit. But these are actually ones I don't keep in my kit anymore. These are just like I keep to myself because I've just switched a lot of foundations and products out. But I have the Maybelline Fit Me foundation in 118 and then 330. And so this is me without a tan. And then I'll add drops of this in to make it tanner and everything. And she has the right undertones here. So I have these two. And then I have my e.l.f. Grippy Primer. I keep one for myself, one in my pro kit because I honestly get so much use out of this. And I have my Skin Prep Serum over there on the counter. I don't feel like getting up. But it's the L'Oreal Collagen Serum. And I actually saw an ad from Shelby Ann in L'Oreal, like L'Oreal. I mean, you know, it's an ad on TikTok, so you can't really stitch it. But she basically shows like this, like that bottle, and it's completely empty. And I'm like, same. I finished a whole bottle of it. I have to go buy more. It's actually a fantastic serum. It does have a lot of fragrances, so if you're sensitive to fragrance, I wouldn't recommend it. But I've been using it day and night, and I really do like it. Okay, next up for another powder thing, I have the Wet n Wild Photo Focus Setting Powder. Sorry, I forgot how I wrote my codes, but this is the translucent shade. And it kind of comes out pretty well. But I honestly have been setting my makeup a lot these days because I've been doing full glam. So I have this one as well, but this one is a little big for the case. So I throw it in like my lighting bag. Yeah, I have my SPF for this trip. I have the Skin Aqua Super Moisture Barrier UV Gel. It's a Japanese sunscreen. I like it. Honestly, during the winters, I have been liking, or colder months, I have been liking this a lot more because my skin's super dry. And this has just been sitting, I mean, it does pill a little bit under makeup. I have this on right. I kind of noticed some pilling around here. But I mean, it works. You know, it works. You just have to, I recommend dabbing instead of rubbing anything on, and it'll be fine. Next up are my cream blushes. I actually didn't bring any powder blushes just because this formula, it's beautiful. You don't have to set it. But I have the Yummy Skin Blurring Balm Powder Flushed for face and lips. You can also use it on your lips. But I brought two shades with me, It Girl and Spice Latte. I've only been using It Girl. I have it on right now and no other blush product on. So it's just such a gorgeous pink color. And these minis, the perfect size. Like, I bought these from like one of the recent holiday sets from Danessa Meyer because it comes with 4 of these blushes and the blurring balm powder and translucent for $45, and I think that's a fantastic deal. So if you are interested in trying these out, get it. It's actually amazing. Okay. Next up, I have 2 bronzers. I like to always have 2 bronzers when I travel. I have one that's very warmer toned and then one that's cooler neutral toned, like what I typically use as a bronzer. But this is Basma Beauty in medium. I have been using this just often. I use this to contour on like my nose and kind of get a little bit more dimension. And then this is my warmer bronzer just to really, really warm me up. But this is Rimmel's and it's in the shade 022 Sun Bronze. This one is perfect because it's the perfect amount of warmth without making me look orange. And this doesn't get patchy. I don't look, I mean, it's a really an amazing bronzer. I think for my drugstore warm bronzers, this is the best. Like, this is just my favorite pick, and it's like $4, so that's impossible to beat. And then I also have a cream contour stick, but honestly this is more of like a bronzer stick on me because being olive undertoned, everything just looks very orange, and honestly this just looks like a nice neutral on me. So on other skin tones this is going to pull cool, but for me it's a nice neutral shade. But this is the Kiko Milano Sculpting Touch Creamy Stick Contour in shade 201. This is what I use underneath my powder bronzers, and it's fabulous. It's nice and creamy and emollient. It's not as a matte finish as like Makeup by Mario's the sculpting stick, but this one has like a nice satin finish. It doesn't feel as, it's like once you rub it on it's very emollient, so when you blend it in it actually blends out really easily, even though when you put it on the stick feels a little stiffer, but it stays put really well. And then I have this mascara. It's the Big Boss mascara. I haven't used this on the trip because when I first was coming here, it curled my lashes down even more, like my bottom lashes. I have my own lash extensions on, but I had these on my bottom lashes and it was rubbing my makeup off, and I had patches like where my lashes were touching my skin, and it just removed my makeup. So I haven't put that on since I left, but it's fine. And then I have this eyeliner. This is the NYX Vivid Rich Mechanical Liner in Always Onyx. This one's fine. I like the Maybelline Tattoo Studio Liner the best because it's softer, it's creamier, it's easier to get my waterline and everything. But yeah, it works. It's a little stiffer. I haven't used this on my top. It's not easy to smudge, honestly, but you know, I'm using it. Next is my brow pencil. I have the AOA Studio Slim Brow Pencil in Ebony. Yeah, it's a nice, honestly, since I go for more darker, more dramatic looks, even more so during the winter, this one's actually been good because the Morphe one is a little bit more natural looking on me. This one feels a little bit softer than the Morphe formula, so just go in with a lighter hand, but it's still a really great one for $1, hard to beat. And then I brought this gel liner. It's from Nicole Miller. It just says gel eyeliner, no shade or anything, but this one's a fantastic gel liner. It's yeah, it just stays put. It's very black. It's not glossy. I don't like when gel liners get really glossy, so it's a fabulous one. I'm getting a lot of use out of it. For lip liners, I have 4 lip liners, but I typically bring like a red, a brown, a pinky nude brown, and then a cool tone brown. But I don't know why no, I do. Okay, so this is like my more brown shade. I have this one on right now, but this is from Sephora Collection and it's in the shade Frappuccino. This is their newer formula. I love it. It doesn't budge, doesn't move. Chef's kiss. And then I have 2 Maybelline Lifter liners, which are the best lip liners in my opinion. I have been using these nonstop. I use on like most of my clients. They're amazing. But I have the shade on it right here, and this one is a nice cooler brown shade that's lighter. It's so pretty, especially when I have like a really dark smoky eye. That one, oh my gosh, it gives like, oh, it just gives like Britney Bad Bitch type of vibes, you know? And then the Maybelline Lifter liner in the shade, I'm pretty sure this is Big Lift. It's kind of hard to see. Big Lift, yes. This one's just the perfect pinky brown, leaning a little bit more pink. And then I have the Say Lip Liner 101 in Twist. This one I recently got from one of the Sephora Favorites sets. The shade is beautiful, but I feel like the pencil is kind of hard. But I feel like for any brand at Sephora, you should have, like, the quality just needs to be fantastic. I just love the shade so much. I need to keep trying this out because I'm like, maybe it's me. But this one's a gorgeous, like, just put this on and that's it type of shade. So I kind of grabbed this for if I want to do like a minimalistic, I have nothing else on liner. And then for lipstick, I have 2 lipsticks. This Pat McGrath one is just like a nice basic pinky nude, but this is the Saint Allure lipstick in Nude Romantique 2. It's just such a gorgeous, it's why I have one in the center of my lips. It's just so pretty, and look, I mean, Pat McGrath's packaging. This one was, I think, part of Collection. I don't know which one, maybe Bridgerton, I don't know. That one's there. And then I have my Guerlain. Oh my gosh, no, I remember. So this was the shade Le Brun Chaude. I'm not French. This one was the one that I custom made in New York when I went to Bergdorf's, but this one's just such a gorgeous red. I wore this on my last trip. Stunning. But I realized when I looked up, like I found the packaging at home and I put the shade in the description, and now I remember the name, but on me it appears so red, but on the website they describe it as like a brown. It's not. And this was the case I chose. And of course it opens up, and I have the engraving here, and I have "We love EOM," which is we love each other more. That's something me and my husband just say to each other. It's like our own thing, but it's also engraved on the inside of my engagement ring. But yeah, I love this, and it's just so luxe. I mean, I think of all the high-end like lipsticks I own, I think this was about $85. This one's actually worth it because it's like a little keepsake, and the formula is beautiful. I think this one is like my favorite red lipstick now. And I love red lipsticks. I have a collection. I kind of wanted to do a video of like just swatching all of my red lipsticks, just showing you like my little collection. Let me know if you guys would be interested in that, because I love that type of video. Like Matilda on Video did one where she shared her top 25 red lipsticks. I have seen that video like at least 50 times. I love that, and that's actually where I grab a lot of my, like, I look at that for inspiration. Her and I have very different tastes though, but she swatches them all next to each other. That's actually how I found my favorite Chanel red lipstick too. But yeah, let me know if you guys want to see that, because I am absolutely down to do that. Miscellaneous eye stuff. I have my dual lash glue. If for any reason like my lash extension, they're all like they're clusters. So if it comes out, I can just like pop it on real quick. Or if I have a little bit of time, I can try to rebond it on here. But this is the Seal and Bond I use. I don't see your brand on here, but I'm pretty sure I do have it saved on my Amazon like cart somewhere. I'll put the link to this in the description. And then, okay, I have my like hair clips. Now these aren't just like your regular hair things to put your hair out of your face. This one has a silicone band in here, and that is so crucial because it really just like wherever I put it, it grips onto the hair and it just holds it in place so beautifully, and it's just like less tugging on my hair, no pinching or anything. So this band, super important, and I have two for, you know, one for each side of my head, so I can just do it like that. Easy. Other tools I have are the brush color remover. I always have these handy, especially like even if I'm with clients. I have one per client, of course, and it's just so easy. It's so easy to switch between different colors, make sure my makeup brush is like doesn't have too much pigment. These are great. I'll link this one in the description, but yeah, if you can honestly use any brand of these, they work fantastic. And then I have like my little puff for here. It's nice. And this one is just like I got like off a giant pack off of Amazon, so I just go through these pretty quickly. Now the eyeshadow palette of choice for this trip is the Makeup by Mario Ethereal Eyes Moonlight palette. It's just such a basic, like, you know, you have all your beautiful basic shades like these. You have a nice jet black that's actually very black, and beautiful shimmers, and these shimmers are more like toppers. This one is more like a regular shimmer in this one, but these three, so stunning. You can layer these on top of any of these shades and it's gonna look like a shimmery version of that shade. It's fabulous. And you know, it has a mirror. I love this palette. I think this is my favorite palette for Makeup by Mario, and I get more use out of the Master Mattes, honestly, but this one, it's a perfect like one and done tropical palette. For my fixing spray, I have, like, I didn't want to bring a setting mist. This honestly just does such a good job of melting everything in together, and it kind of helps me fix any mistakes if I do make any mistakes. But I use the Pixi Makeup Fixing Mist, and this is rose water and green tea. Beautiful. I love the product, hate the sprayer. I wipe it down every time, and every single time I use it, I get attacked. Even when I use it on clients, I warn them, it's like, you're about to be attacked with a hose when I use this, and they agree with me usually every time, but it just works so beautifully. It's kind of worth it. But I'm trying to finish up my next bottle of Fix Plus. I'm just gonna dump that in there because the Fix Plus mister is perfect. So yeah, I probably should have brought that on the trip to finish it up, but yeah, I like this more than Fix Plus, honestly. Okay, now for makeup brushes, probably the most important part here. But for my complexion, I have 3 brushes here. I brought this Bosma Beauty. I don't know specifically which one this is called, but I have used, I think this is a Complexion brush, but I use this for foundation, cream contour, and I can use it for cream blush as well. I just wipe it off in between each step. You know, it just saves so much space and it works really, really well. As long as it's clean and the bristles aren't clumping together, there's not much streaking. If there is a little bit of clumping, a little bit, yes, it will streak. I had a little bit of streaking today, but I just kind of like dab those areas out and it was fine. So there's my 2 cents on that. But I really do like, you know, it's a compact, more compact brush, so it fits in my bag really well. This one, not so compact, but my most used powder brush ever. And it's affordable. This is from Kingsmith. This actually bought from a set of 3, but you can buy this into like by itself anyways. And honestly, I don't use the other 2 brushes at all. This one's stunning. I'll use it for blush, highlight. This one for bronzer. Beautiful. I can link it in the description for this specific one, but I think this one is like $3-4. It's fabulous. I have so many of these brushes in my kit. It's just so easy to work with. And then I have this for my under eyes. This is from Real Techniques. Everything's rubbed off on this, so I have no idea what it's called. If I can find it, I'll link it in the description. But yeah, I just use this to blend out my under eye concealer. Works great. Now for my eyes, I only have 4 brushes, and that's really all you need. Yeah, so I have this flat brush, and this one is from my Jessup set. It's the MUL 16 brush. It's just a nice flat brush. I use it to put on the lighter shadow on my lid. And then I have this liner brush from Made by Mitchell. It's just a nice angled brush. And it's like a little bit longer of an angled brush, which I do appreciate. And it does give me that nice, like thin tip. And then I have 2 makeup brushes from Sephora collection. This one just says crease. It's just a nice crease blending brush. And then this one is the shadow brush. So it's like oblong, but it has a little bit of fluff to it, so you can kind of blend those edges out. Or like if you're really trying to keep a deep color packed in, this one's a really good brush. Put a lot of my liners and brushes in this bag so it stays separate and clean. Like I'll put the liner brush opposite from where I have my other like less, like not cream. You know, I just don't want my black liner blush to kind of get, or brush to get all over my other like not black brushes. So yeah, that's a little tip there, but I'm just placing everything here. Did I even say my concealer? I think I forgot. I have my Estee Lauder Double Wear Instant Fix Concealer in the shade 2W. This one is a beautiful, beautiful concealer. I don't know if I don't even know if they sell it. I don't think they sell this one anymore. It's just the most lightest weight, highest coverage concealer that I've tried. Like for the thinness and how it just sets down beautifully, this is top. I have to find a dupe for it because it's amazing, and I don't know why Estee Lauder doesn't sell it anymore. Yeah, but that's there. And I have a little handheld mirror right here that I can just kind of fit into the side, but everything pretty much fits in here pretty nicely. My SPF will go in my purse for my hands when I start driving, and then my Wet n Wild loose powder, I have that smaller one, but I really just wanted to have the big case, and this will just go in my my light pouchy case. I can jam it in here if I wanted it to, but I won't do that. Yeah, and then my my makeup mirror from home, which kind of helped, kind of didn't, I don't know. It'll just go in my lighting case because I have a really big case for that. But yeah, that's all I have in this makeup pouch. So this is like the straight up essentials. This like for full glam look, and like, you know, you can kind of dilute things out here. For the full glam look, for the types of looks I do, these are my absolute essentials. I have used almost everything here. It's just like maybe the selection of lip liners, the red lipstick I didn't really grab, but works fabulous. But yeah, I hear my son and my husband coming down the hall, so it's gonna start getting loud. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed the video, and you can follow me on my social media if you want to see more of my content like this and a little bit more of life. But I hope you enjoyed the video, and I hope to see you again soon.